afternoon and good morning, depending on where you are watching across the globe. It's an absolute pleasure, as always, to have your company on Thursday the 3rd of June. Now, I'm going to go straight into it because, as every day, it's always jam-packed on Crafters TV. However, with today, we have got so much. We have got, well, I'm going to show you a bit of a preview as to what to expect when it comes to Craft Along. So Debbie's going to be in with that. That's going to be Debbie Robinson. She's going to be in with that Craft Along. And then it's going to be myself toddling on back for Craig's double discount on the cartload. So yes, jam-packed with deals when it comes to the cartload, but of course with the Craft Along, if you're not familiar with it, we'll go over it throughout Wake Up Call, but you've got the option and the ability to actually purchase the Craft Along items. Now you can see there on the Craft Along that is going to be 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, and then when it comes to the cartload, it's always the staple show of a Thursday, that of course being 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Now what he's done is he's come back yet for another day. I've not put him off quite yet, and as I say, he's back. He's holding my hand throughout Wake Up Call and Cartload, and he's going to be with you and Debbie as well for the Craft Along.
I am indeed holding your hand metaphorically in a sort of COVID-safe kind of way, Craig. Yes, it's going to be an absolutely fantastic day, as you were saying. Loads coming up throughout the day, and I'd love you to get in touch with us and have a little bit of a natter with us today. And you can do that really simply. Crafters TV across on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you are, of course, over on YouTube. I am here with my trusty iPad, ready to have a bit of a gossip and a natter with you. Loads of you tuning in and saying hello already this morning. Also, don't forget about the Totally Tiffany birthday that we've got going on. We are celebrating the fact that Tiffany has been here with us as part of the Crafters Companion family for a whole year, and we're celebrating by giving you a buy more, save more up until the end of the 6th of June. You will get 5 off when you spend 30, 10 off when you spend 50, and 20 off when you spend 80, and you can use that in conjunction with any other offers that are currently running over on the Totally Tiffany website or the Crafters Companion website at the moment, which is absolutely glorious. But I mean, there's so much to get through today, Craig. I suppose we better get cracking, hadn't we?
Let's go straight in, because straight away you can already see from the screen, from so far, it's jam-packed, and this isn't it all. So let's have a look and see what is coming up in the Craft Along. It's all about our Nature Garden chinoiserie collection here. Now, Craft Along, if you've already got a hold of it, you can be doing exactly that, crafting along with Debbie. However, if you are new to the collection, relatively new to us, but you like the idea of a Craft Along, we are giving you the option today to be able to buy the chinoiserie collection. Now, you're getting 59 elements, 48 sheets of 12 by 12 papers as well. Now, $54.99 here in the UK, $89.99 for you guys stateside. Now, I'd like to point out here, if you are new to us at Crafters Companion, or maybe you've been with us for a while but not shopped with us before, everyone gets that saving at the bottom of your screen. However, when it comes to our Club Inspire, which we'll also go over that throughout the show and throughout the day, you'll be paying even less than this. Once you get it home, you can then come back and do the Craft Along. It's not live, but you can absolutely still craft along at your heart's content. So that's what's coming up within Craft Along. So that's going to be 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And that's with Debbie and Joe. Now, I'm going to move on to Hunky Dory Crafts. I gave you a little bit of a peek to this one on my Facebook page about half an hour ago. You know how much I love this one. You know how much I love Hunky Dory. Now, when it comes to this one here, potentially, this is going to be the last chance to see it. Hopefully, we'll have some for cartload later on, but this is £18.59, $26 and a cent. So everyone, when it comes to the UK anyway, everyone in the UK, you are going to be saving, wait for this, are you ready? Here in the UK, you're going to, well, everyone is basically half price. Everyone is half price. So what you're going to be doing is saving 30% and then saving another 30%. So that is a whopping of a deal. Within this one, it's your toppers, it's your backgrounds, it's your little book as well, double-sided papers, but of course inserts as well. All of that for that phenomenal Everlasting Memories collection with all the details there on the screen as well. So please, please, please do not miss that one if you've had your eye on it for a while. But what we're going to do is we're going to be sticking around when it comes to the cartload, and this is coming up with our Lee Holland stamps and, are you ready for this, our tri-blend pens and some Nina cardstock. Yes, we are giving you all of this here. So within this one here, this is your tri-blend coastal blends, and this is with free Nina card and 2 free Lee Holland stamp sets. I know, you're getting all of that free. Now, you're getting 20% off, and then you're going to get an extra 25% off when it comes to this one here. Now, these are all cartload part of my double discount deals, so you're going to be $23.97 here in the UK, or $33.50. So a whopper of a saving, and a really nice saving as well. Certainly if you've never tried the tri-blend form of our Spectrum Noir pens, nice little taster and starter set for you. However, sticking along with cartload as well, we are then going to be using our left fold alphabet collection, 93 elements in total. Now with this one you're saving 30%, and then another 30%, $36.72 here in the UK, $48.97. This is the best price yet, and this, as well as the other cartload items, are 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or of course 11 a.m. Pacific Time. So a nice set to be using when it comes to your projects, as well as your cards, scrapbook pages, etc., etc. And then last but not least for now anyway, this one here. This is where you're going to be saving 15% and then 20% here. This is your Stampin' Cut foil press die collection with 11 elements, $33.29 here in the UK, $38.73 for you guys stateside. So you can be doing your foiling as well as your cutting when it comes to your darker dies that you can see on these ones here. So this is why I said right at the start, it is absolutely jam-packed full on deals, specifically when it comes to my Craig's double discount cartload. Now, I always like to point out, and I try and point out here as well, obviously pounds and dollars, but to go onto your website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, all your prices there will be across on the website. So you can see the strap along the bottom, head across there. You may be already watching us live from our website, and that way you can watch and shop at the same time. But I do say, with it being Thursday, being cartload, anything you've got your eyes on, do get it checked out ASAP so you know that it's yours. Whoa, Joe, I don't know about you, but boy, this is going to be a whopper of a day.
Absolutely, it is. So many double discounts coming your way in that cartload. It is amazing, an amazing day for some incredible deals. Talking of an amazing day for some incredible deals, I've also got the deal, which is your Get It, Got It Good. Now the Get It, Got It Good, Get It, Got It went on Monday, but we've got, I think, an even better one for you whilst the stocks last, because you are going to get 3 packs of our watercolour cardstock, so you're going to get 45 sheets there, and you're also going to get as well 3 packs of our Nina Solar White cardstock. This has been out of stock for ages. You can get 48 sheets of this, so that is 93 sheets in total for you. £19 or $28, as you can see. You can still use your Club Inspired discount, even on our Get It, Got It Good too. It will last until Monday. However, we've already had one sell out this week, so if you want to get your hands on it, a great restock item, then do get your hands on it. Now, should we have a little look who's joining us today and who is joining in? Charlotte's in from Tennessee. Hey there, Charlotte. Dragon Mum is in Texas. Fran's in Maryland. The lovely Christine Koppenrath is saying hi from a very cloudy Rotterdam in the Netherlands. And Lynn's in, as well as Janet too in Pennsylvania. Loads of you are tuning in and saying hello. So yes, keep your comments. Any questions you've got, keep them coming in and I'll pop them over to Craig. But I know what we're going to have a look at firstly, and oh my giddy aunt, Craig, people have lost their crafty minds for this collection, haven't they?
They have. They absolutely have, including the gallery as well. As we said yesterday, Johnny's taken a few days off break, so today we have, good afternoon, Charlotte.
Afternoon.
She did say afternoon. Don't know if you heard it, but she did. And afternoon, the boss is in the building. Afternoon, Erin.
Afternoon.
There we go. So that's who we've got in the gallery today. But yeah, let's have a look at this chinoiserie collection. Oh my gosh. Going to show you it on the screen right now. This is part of the Craft Along chinoiserie collection. 59 elements in total, which are including the 48 sheets of 12 by 12 papers. $54.99 or $89.99. This is where you can be crafting along with Debbie later on and doing exactly what she's making, or of course you can then be adding your own little touch if you so wish. You've got the colour tones there. Now within this one here, you've not got a block paper pad, because when this first launched, I said, and I stand by it right now, every single colour of paper pad that you've got will work perfectly with this collection. Whether it's bold, whether it's bright, whether it's pastels, whether it's naturals, every single one. So what we can then do is, I'm going to show you the boards of the projects, but let's have a look at the papers to start with, because they're all double-sided. Now what you're going to find within these ones here is you've got a nice decoration on one side, but then what you've got is you've got a colour pattern that's still going to complement the foreground as well as the background. But you can see here, when it comes to the designs, you've got some of the most elegant designs, whether it's the little parrots, whether you've got the florals, and you see what I mean by as well. Some of them have the colour that complement the front or the back, but some of them have got a design. Now, if you have already got this collection and you want to stock up on the paper pad, or maybe you've not got this collection, but you want the paper pad on its own, you can absolutely do that. Not often that we have a collection coming back where we say we've got the paper pad on its own, so do make sure that you take advantage of that. So this is where you can see all these different double-sided designs. Lots of these, even this one, Joe, I don't know about you, but this one, you could go really modern with a home decor idea. So simply a frame, maybe even a canvas, by popping it over the top. You can absolutely do that.
It's like, a lot of these are like the sort of inside of an antique tea chest that a lot of them look like.
Yeah.
Chinoiserie being the 1800s Western interpretation of Eastern culture, Craig. I don't know how I remember that, but I do.
You do. I'm going to give you a bit of a tease. See this paper here, as well as the back of this one, and this one here.
Yeah.
I am uber excited because me and you have got a brand new launch tomorrow, Joe.
Ooh.
When it comes to dies that are really fun. And this, even actually, this paper pad is what I've used within one of the demos to show you tomorrow. So that's a little bit of a tease tomorrow, but that's tomorrow. Let's stick around. Let's have a look at this full collection when it comes to the chinoiserie. You've got the toppers as well. Maybe you want to just pop a topper straight onto your card or project. You absolutely can. But let's have a look at these stamps as well. This is the beautiful bird stamps. Now look how gorgeous that you can see here. So you can see you've got the birds, you've got that design, you've got the fonts as well as the little icon parts too. Colour them in any of the mediums that you so wish. Look at the temple on this one, Joe. Isn't it gorgeous?
So gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. So you've even got some of the floral aspects as well, including some fonts. Now this one, this is where you've got the stamp sets here, and you've got the it's gone out my mind.
Lanterns?
Lanterns, that's it. Thank you very much. You've got the dies to go with them, but instead of it being a full die where you die cut them out, you can create lots of different edgeable factors on this one here because they're separate dies. So top fold cards, edge cards, side cards, Z fold cards, all these different ones you can absolutely do when it comes to your cards and projects. Then on this one, the peony wreath here. So you've got the stamp and die set. So you've got the frame here, you've got the additional little elements, including the dies that die cut it out. But we're not even ending it there. We're giving you an embossing folder. And this is what I would say is a standard 2D embossing folder. Nothing standard about it whatsoever. You've still got the depth when it comes to this one here. By that meaning, it's not a 3D one. And then we have got our chinoiserie frame die. Two dies with this one. You've got the main decorative and you've got the outline die. So you can cut into your card, cut out of your card if you so wish. So that is what you're getting within the main bundle. Let's quickly show you a few finished samples, and then what we can do is we can go into a demo and show you one of the ways in which you can get creative with it, like I'm going to do. creating a side open
That's
card.
beautiful, Craig.
How nice is that, isn't it?
Really lovely.
Really nice using black and Gildan wax. However, going all brights when it comes to your white and gold. See how different they look when it comes to these designs here? So it's similar designs, but then just been used in a different way. But still doing your concept elements very simply by using your Scoremaster or your Pro, being able to create a stepper card. Maybe you want to use it for wraps around the card here. Now, creating your wrap, but then having double fold card that you can see here. Really, really simple, but you've got that element there. Really shouting out to be doing your concept cards
I love that paper pad. That one is
so
just
nice,
exquisite.
isn't it? And see how this design of the paper pad, it's been cut into panels, but you see how it's kept the flow of the design. Then using the embossing folder in the middle with your die cut topper. Then this one, decorated nicely, but you can see how you've got your inside, your open flow into the middle. We're going to do something similar in a second. And then this is one of your stamps again. You've got the birds here. How
Beautiful.
lovely are these? These work really well if you watercolour with them because of the design and the theme of the collection.
I think there's lots of elements of this collection though, Craig. Yes, it has got that very much an oriental theme to it, but certain elements of it, like the peony bouquet for instance, you could use that in any of your sort of floral crafting really, couldn't you? So yes, you can get that really distinctive chinoiserie feel to your projects, but then actually you're going to find yourself using lots of other elements in other projects as well. People really, really love this. The value, Craig, is unbelievable as well here, isn't it?
It is. I've never seen something as a collection that's a comprehensive collection, complete collection, as something like this. And we say it every now and again, Joe, but it's true. When we manage to get the collection back in, it's not always that we see it with the paper pad. So to be able to have it with the paper pad, but even still have separate paper pads for you to then purchase separately, it's awesome. So worthwhile doing that one.
It is. Loads of people tuning in. Lots of people got this already. I'd love to know how you're getting on with it. Let me know in the comments. Crafters TV across on Facebook, Crafters Companion over on YouTube. Kathy C is in from a very sunny Northern Ireland. Hi there, Kathy C. Sam Smith is in from Suffolk. Jerry saying hi from Maryland. Who's ready for some fun with Craig and Joe? I am.
Me too.
Jerry says. Caroline's in from a sunny Edinburgh as well. Shirley loves the wake up call and is joining us. Val is in Southampton as well. And Shirley's in from Canton, Ohio. Ohio, Shirley. I'm so glad you could join us.
It's nice. Nice to see where you're all joining us from. Well, all over the globe. You know what's nice as well is seeing your comments at the end of the day. You've watched all day in that as well. You get addicted to seeing the ideas from all of the team, and that's exactly what we're all about, including the craft along. So let's dive straight in. Now what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to use the frame here, the chinoiserie frame. Now I've got two pieces of our white smooth cut stamping card. I folded one in half, and the other one I folded in half. Now what I'm doing is I'm folding back on itself, and then I'm going to fold back on itself on the other one. So we've got a bit of a W, or of course an M, depending on which way you're looking at it. So what we can then do is let's bring in our die here. Now I'm not using the outline die, so this means it's going to cut into my card. So I want to do it so that I've got the centerpiece as a mountain, so it's facing upwards. And then what we can do is we can lay this one down. And because of the size of this one, I'm using my junior plates, but I've popped over my large Gemini, so it's going to fit in. So we're going to pop our junior plate in, and then although this is A4, because the die cutting area is only in a smaller area, means it's going to fit into our centerpiece.
Do you want some top lantern facts, Craig? Because
do.
we're all about the public service broadcasting here at Crafters TV. Couldn't zoom in on my iPad, so I've had to get on my phone because, yeah, the eyes are deteriorating quickly, Craig. Anyway, lanterns. Throughout the ages, the Chinese have used lanterns not only as a source of light or simple paper decoration, but they symbolise vitality, social status, and good luck. Around the world, the round red lantern remains one of the most easily recognised trademarks of Chinese culture. How fabulous. I love as well, Craig, and I know a lot of people did, a lot of the significance of all Eastern culture. There's lots of symbolism, isn't there? So if you want to incorporate that into your projects, then you're absolutely going to be able to with this. I think it's something that a lot of people find very fascinating, Eastern culture, isn't it, in Western culture? The food, Craig. Oh my, the food.
Food, glorious food. I think as well is it's the colours. As you can see through the paper pad, you can tell that there is an abundance of colours that you can use. In actual fact, your shirt kind of has the tones that you would see running through the paper pad. I think anyway. Colours and tones.
Indeed.
Sorry, did I catch you having a little slip of your coffee?
I was kind of looking down at the gilding wax, I kind of read a comment and I had a sip of my coffee and all of a sudden you'd asked me something and I just panicked and went, yeah.
Caught you out on that one there, Joe.
You did indeed. I am sorry about that. I've just got getting all my ducks in a row for all the fabulous things that are happening in the next hour and 10 minutes. That's what it is, Craig.
Yeah, there's loads, absolutely loads.
There is indeed.
What I've done is I've popped all these bits out, Joe, and I am popping adhesive onto the two end panels. And what I've also done is I've popped a strip of cardstock into the middle here, and I've also created that fold. Now what we've done here is I don't need to go all the way to the edge, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to overlap these side panels there and then into place.
I really love the centerpiece, the waist centerpiece that you get out of this die as well. You know, as a little topper on a project of sentiment, Craig. Even the waist is beautiful with this.
It really is. So this is the waist part that you've got here. So you can absolutely use that, trim into it. Actually, looks like the top of like a temple or Taj Mahal, or you know what I mean? Or even clouds if you want to in some ways. So lots of different ways in which you can start to use the die cut pieces. And same goes for the design of this one. This would be quite a good therapeutic one to paper piece. You know, you've got some nice sizable bits, but then you've also got some smaller bits that you're able to get that fine detail in.
I think as well you're going to need to get a second paper pad, because how are you going to choose what side of the papers you are going to use? It's all so beautiful. Definitely get yourself covered. There's a bit of chatter in the gallery about what the bird is that's on here. What was your guess, Erin? Oh, didn't have a guess. No, I was going to say a heron. It's definitely not a heron. But Charlotte, she thinks it's a crane. Is Charlotte right? Let us know in the comments. So they have cranes in Morpeth, Charlotte? That's where Charlotte's from, by the way, if you didn't know.
I think everyone knows now, don't they?
Do they know? So I'd just like to remind everyone.
Unless anyone's relatively new to us. Yeah, I think...
It is, just for anyone that isn't in the know, it is a running joke that Charlotte is from Morpeth. I don't know how it started or what happened, but it's become a thing. I probably started it.
It was you.
I'll take that.
They're all saying it was probably you that started it, Joe. Yeah, it was. Let's face it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip all the cutting and die cutting elements, but I've stamped this one out here, and if I then bring in the dies, Joe, I would then bring in the corresponding die. So there's this one, and then I would do this one, and I would join them together edge to edge. Now I would use my low tack tape to secure it perfectly. If you are a bit nervy about doing dies together, die cut one side first and do the other side. This will give you your die cut image. Now I have used pink pale shade and gold blend to colour this one in, and I've gone around doing that little bits of shading. And in my stash at home I had this lovely, it's like gold thread, and I pierced a wee hole at the top here and thread it through.
Nice, I love that idea. You could have just these a few of those hanging, I guess, if you wanted to, even as like a little home decor item, Craig. You
absolutely can. So I'm going to feed this one in. Now what I would do at home is, of course, I would use a bit of red liner tape or, of course, glue gel to make it secure. And I will secure it after the show. And what I would also do is do another one and double side it that we can see here. So then you'll get the nice design throughout both ways. And then what I've also done as well, using the same chinoiserie die, using the outline die.
Oh, it's fancy in the gold, Craig.
Fancy in the gold, isn't it?
Fancy.
So, so fancy. What I've done is taken another piece of the pattern paper.
But the papers are so beautiful. You could literally just mount them in a frame and put them on the wall, Craig, as a little piece of art.
I am seriously considering, after Wake Up Call, before I come back for Cartload, or I might leave it till Saturday, I'm going to nip to that show. You know the you know the shop that offers a big range of products. I'm looking to go and get some really nice 12 by 12 frames and pop a few of these from the chinoiserie to pop that one in.
I think they look beautiful. In the downstairs loo, Craig.
Well, see, that's where I've started my autograph collection.
An autograph collection? Hang on, whoa. You've got an autograph collection. Have you got mine up in there?
Not yet, no, I need...
Right, someone get me a pen.
Photo card of you and...
So whose autographs are in there?
Judge Judy and Bird, our security guy.
And... Not just Judge Judy, but Judge Judy's security guard. Yeah. I love it, Craig. The level of your... I think that's epic. But who else have we got? Have you got any, like, on your list that you want to get up in there?
Oh, loads.
I mean, the Queen Celine, surely you need something signed by her to go in your downstairs loo.
100%. Queen Celine, one of the presenters here in the UK, Philip Schofield, Holly Willoughby, The Rock. But I did just start the autograph selection because, someone very kindly, I think it was just after Christmas I received it, wrote to CBS in America for their autograph for me, and I still to this day do not know who it was.
Oh, wow.
So I thought, well, let's make a feature in my downstairs toilet. Now, I say downstairs toilet, it's a box
downstairs
room.
Bathroom.
Yes, a bathroom.
Would it be a bathroom, Erin? What would you call the toilet downstairs? They're all bathrooms, even if they don't have a bath in them. Excellent.
So that's what's in there, and I'm going to keep building if I get any more autographs.
Excellent.
But look at that, by doing die cutting and a little bit of stamping, we've created this really nice 3D card. As I say, we would then do another one and stick it back to make it really, really symmetrical. But that is your chinoiserie collection, 59 elements, including 48 sheets of your 12 by 12 paper pad. This is coming along as the craft along with Debbie and Joe, 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. If you've not got it, now is your chance. Today's the chance. Always remember, you can absolutely shop ahead on our website, but being here with Wake Up Call, it means it gives you the opportunity to get in there first, especially when it comes to a day such as Cartload, and especially when the main man himself has got something else that you might be interested in getting into your basket.
I do indeed. I'll tell you about that in just a second. I've got a question coming from Liz Day.
Yeah.
She's received a rocker blocks today, but she can't get her stamps to stay in place. Any tips from you, Craig?
So it would depend as well on what stamps she's using. If it is the clear stamps, then sometimes you just might need to take a little damp cloth or a baby wipe, give them a little wipe on the bottom to make them re-tacky. Alternatively, you could use our permanent adhesive spray on the back, or you could still take anything that's tacky or adhesive and ensure that's on the back. For instance, our tape runner, do a line of a tape runner, and then you can actually pop them onto your rocker block, and then you can easy enough just pull them on. But just give them a bit of a wipe first, that might be what it is, but then you can use a few other adhesives instead. Awesome. Well, the autograph chatter has really started to stir. Lynn Harvey says, Joe and Craig, I would love to have your autographs as well as the rest of the team. And I've just been reliably informed we can make that happen. Tell her a card is on its way, is what Taylor, our social media superstar, said. So there you are. Yeah, I hope it's a flattering photo. I want to share with you the details that we've got on the gilding wax. Now, this stuff is legendary round these parts. It is actually real furniture gilding wax, actually, but it, of course, works great on a whole host of different mediums within your crafting too. You've actually got a great deal because you're going to get 5 for the price of 4 here with this. You are going to receive, that's the silver one I've got there, so I'll show you one of the gold ones as well. But what you're going to receive in here is the King Gold, the Antique Gold, the regular
regular gold, the Renaissance and the silver. So you're getting the whole collection. You're paying for 4, we're sending you 5. They are so popular and have been so popular that we wanted to bring them forward and show you to you in the wake-up call, because 80% of the stock has already gone. If you want them, then you'll need to grab them quickly. $47.96 or to $67.96. I thought I could hear something vibrating over here, Craig. And go on, Craig, over you go. It turns out, I thought to myself a minute ago, I thought the iPad was vibrating and I thought there was like a noise coming out of it. And I was like, what's going on? It turns out Julia's lost her phone. It's somewhere in the studio and it's vibrating. Is it under me? It's not in here. It's definitely in here though, honestly. Well, something's vibrating. If it isn't Julia's phone, I don't know what it is. Oh, I love live TV. Yes, do grab that because I'm not sure it's going to make it to that later cart loader. I think we need to track down Julia's phone. So whilst we do that, here's all the details about shipping.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Hi, I'm Sarah from Crafters TV and I'm here to show you how you can get the best deals and shop while you watch during our shows. The best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. So head over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV Home where you can see all of our shows, plus exclusive offers and even shop while you watch. Now, if you want to get involved and comment along, you can head on over to our community pages. Come say hello, ask us some questions and chat along live with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even airplay our shows direct onto your big screen or stream us live through YouTube. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easy to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
I mean, it was tense. We sent a ferret in, we've had a truffle pig roaming around the studio, all sorts of things have happened, but we've found Julia's phone, you'll be pleased to know. It was basically in the Spectrum Noir cabinet over there. I thought I was losing my mind for a little bit there, Craig. It was sort of going bing, 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 bing. I thought we'd got some sort of lovely like Far Eastern sound effects to go with the chinoiserie collection. No, it was Julia pinging her phone from her Apple Watch. Anyway, we move, as the children say. Wendy says, I have 2 autograph books full of motorcycle racers. Do you know what I'd like to know? If you were going to have, what would be, if you could have anyone's autograph, it can't be people at Crafters TV. I think we should rule that out immediately, Craig. Okay. Who would be the top 3 autographs that you would want? Let me know in the comments. Crafters TV over on Facebook or Crafters Companion across on YouTube. A lot of love for that last collection there. Seal loves the chinoiserie collection. Shaz is saying good evening from Victoria, Australia. Good day, Shaz. Linda loves a card, as does Shirley too. And Robin just wanted to drop in and say, I have the show on my big telly for the background. Hope everyone is doing fantastic. If you've not yet got us on the TV, you need to. If you've got a smart TV, go into your YouTube app on your smart TV, find Crafters Companion, and you can have us, I mean, in scary proportions, Craig, I would say. Imagine what we look like on a 65-inch TV. It's unimaginable, Craig.
It's quite phenomenal when you see it from either going from your phone, going to your iPad, your laptop, to then obviously on a big screen. It's like, wow. That's why we do wear makeup when we come on here, because it's needed.
You can see every pore.
Everything, absolutely everything. Very, very quickly, well, we'll go on to that. I'm just going to quickly go back to the question. Was it Liz that asked about the stamps as well as...
Were we halfway through answering that when the phone gate unfolded?
When the phone went,
okay.
yeah. So the best one to use, the one that you would need to use spray-wise if you are going to do it, is the purple top. This is the repositionable adhesive stick and spray. This is the one you're going to use for things like your stencils and that. So you can spray it on the back of your stamp, pop it onto your rocker block, and then every now and again when you need it, just peel it off and it'll be absolutely good. I believe you had the red one. That's your permanent one. So that's where it's going to constantly stick to your stamps and to your rocker block. So don't advise using that one. But as I say, if you maybe don't have the purple one just now, even your dotted tape runner or that on the back of your stamp, enough to hold it into place and to rock it. If you've still got any issues, then just drop us either a message here or on my social media and we'll get you sorted. No problem about that.
Awesome. Any other crafty questions or conundrums you've got, get them in. I'll pop them over to Craig. You know all usual ways. Crafters TV on Facebook or Crafters Companion on YouTube.
Absolutely. Always here to help everyone where we can. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to now have a look at Cartload. So we are having a look at Everlasting Memories by the one, the only Hunky Dory Crafts. Hunky Dory show next week, just in case anyone wants to know. This is the collection where you're getting your toppers, your inserts, your paper, and your tag as well. So this one here, are you ready for it? £18.59 here in the UK, $26 and a penny or a cent. I think you still call them pennies as well, do you, Erin? Penny or a cent.
Pennies, cents.
Yep. Now it works out you're saving 30% plus 30% on top of that, because that's part of Craig's double discount when it comes to Cartload. Now, this one here is Hunky Dory Crafts, as we say. This is such a gorgeous collection. One that's not relatively long in coming to us, but it will, well, once it's gone, this is going to be the last chance, and at that price, you do want to make sure you grab hold of it. So I think what we'll do, before we go into a demo, let's show you some of the things that you can be making when it comes to this collection. Because the colour tones is completely different from chinoiserie, but you have got the matastic.
It's very My Fair Lady, isn't it, Craig?
Very, absolutely. And you're going to find within some of the images, Joe, a lot of them are white. So if you want to come in with your colour blend pencils, maybe some of your light tri-blends or classiques, anything like that, you absolutely can.
Is it coated or uncoated, Craig?
So this is uncoated,
okay.
Uncoated matastic. So that means you can come along and do a little bit of extra inking if you want, which is what I'm going to do. But you can start to create your own backdrop on top of the background using your stamps. Maybe you got some of our brand new Crafters Companion Resist stamps, and you can then start to use them as well. But with Hunky Dory, if you're an absolute beginner, these are perfect. Pop the toppers out, which we'll explain in a moment, and you get coordinated background card to go with it. If you are experienced, this is where you can start to bring in all of your background dies. You can bring in your embossing folders. You can do your fussy cutting like you can do on here. So please don't ever think when it comes to a collection like Hunky Dory, or even ours where you've got little die cut toppers, that it's for beginners. Yes, it is, and it's going to hold your hand, enable you to do gorgeous looking cards, but you can take it so far and beyond. So what I'm going to do here is I've taken one of the topper sheets. So you've got your topper sheet. This is what we would class as a topper. All of these are die cut, so you can pop them out. Now you get two coordinated background sheets with them, Joe. One of them's got gorgeous foil, and one of them is exact same quality. It's a different image, and it's got no foiling. But what you've got within this collection is coordinated inserts as well as double-sided papers. So I'm going to pop out these ones that I've already done that you can see.
Sandra just received this yesterday, Craig, and said it is absolutely beautiful.
It is. It's one of those as well, whether you're going to use it full blast when you receive it, or you're going to dip in and out of it when and as if you need, then it is going to be one to work for so many occasions. But not only that, you know, this one here, for instance, you do have the image of your old style sewing machine, but there is different images where it's going to work as a unisex collection. So please don't think it's going to be female orientated, because you can absolutely use it with other, genres, other occasions, other sexes that you have in mind.
I guess the other thing is, as well, Craig, that, we talk about putting these together, don't we, as a complete collection. Maybe when we think about hunky dory, we think about making a project just from each collection, but nothing stops you, especially with this kind of value, using it as a bit of a stash builder. Yep. Bring the toppers in, cross-pollinate, maybe bring in some of your embossing folders from Crafter's Companion, pop a little hunky-dory topper on there. I mean, there really are no rules, and at this price, as a stash builder, I think it's going to be great.
It is. As you've just pointed that out just perfectly, Joe, whether it's going to be a stash builder, because now I know with our products here at Crafter's Companion, you can make really quick and simple cards for when you need. And that goes with hunky dory as well. But what works perfectly is the fact that hunky dory's collections, papers, background papers, for instance, this is one of the double-sided that I'm using that comes within the collection, is going to work so well with our dies and stamps. But then start to use them with our Nature Garden, Sarah's signature. So many of these collections that we do, you're going to be able to cross-pollinate with each other if you so wish.
Hunky Dory describe this as, on their website, as contemporary with a vintage feel, which is a good description.
It is. You're bang on when it comes to that description. And then this is when your crafty mind, you can then go further down that vintage look if you so wish, or of course, you can go more in the contemporary, or you can go all out, change it by bringing in other crafty products that you've got at home. And because it's all matte-tastic, this is where you can then ink it up whichever way you want. I've used a bit of plum jam and distressed around the edge. The opposite side of this one here is, of course, this really light side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my backing off, and then we're going to do a very quick bit of cutting.
Also, I believe your project will stand proud with no fear of cracking where you crease, Craig. No one wants to be fearful of cracking where they crease, do they?
They do not.
Absolutely not. It's just, it's something that alarms us all. Fear not, we've got you covered.
Fear not. And what that means, Joe, and that's where Adorable Scoreable the name comes from, is the fact of its bendy ink technology that Hunky Dory have come up with. So as you said, if you're simply scoring in half, or you're doing any of your card shapes on the Ultimate Pro or Scoremaster, you're not going to get any creasing in your card layers. And because of all the background cardstock are 350 GSM, and then all of the toppers are 300 GSM. Bring them in with your foil press, Joe, if you want to as well. So you've got all your different techniques that you can be using when it comes to your Hunky Dory collections. But all we need to do is start to layer up. Now I've gone for that deeper tone, so we've got the lighter frame within the middle. What you can then do as well, now some may think, oh gosh, Craig, that's a waste, you're a way to cover this. But the value there that you're getting, you can afford to do this. So what I'm going to do is pop my sentiment over the top, and you're still getting the design coming out from the outside edge. So when you're getting the value that you're getting, don't be afraid to do that. And then I'm taking a couple of these last die cut butterflies.
Laura Hernandez asked if you could use coloured pencils on top of this cardstock, Craig.
Absolutely, yep, Adorable Scoreable. So any of your inks, including your pencils, anything like that, you can 100% use all your different colour mediums. But something as simple, oh, and I forgot my insert. What I've done is I've trimmed down my coordinated insert so we can see from up above to match my card. 4 by 6 this size, and what I have done here is I have popped a bit of double-sided tape down the side. You could use our tacky glue if you want, and I press it up to the fold, and we have it so we've got a luxurious insert that folds open. So there we go. Yes, I had all of them popped out and cut to size, But how lovely does that look?
Gorgeous, really lovely. It's so classy as well, Craig.
Very.
And also, you know, something that probably absolutely anyone could put together, no matter where they are in their crafting journey, which is fantastic. We've got a lot of chatter coming in about autographs. I'm just going to give Charlotte a heads up and warn her. I am going to ask her whose autograph she would like in about 90 seconds. Because Charlotte, she doesn't like it when I spring things on her, and I do it a lot. So I'm just giving you a heads up, and you too, Erin. Crafting with Quilling Lady says, I would love to have the autographs of Stephen King, Edgar Allan Poe and Jules Verne. Wow, that is a collection right there. Meave says Tom Selleck. Good, solid choice there. Jo Woodworth, she'd like the autographs of Idris Elba, Edward Norton and the late Heath Ledger. Erin's very much on board with the Idris Elba idea by the sounds of it. Sarah Schaefer, she says Queen Elizabeth, President Kennedy and the Dalai Lama would be the 3 autographs that I would love to have. I often say, Craig, that I've met the Dalai Lama. Kind of have. As in, I was one of 60,000 people he was addressing. That's me. We've shared the same space, right? I've met him. That's what I'm going to go with. Lynn Harvey says she would love to have Hugh Jackman, Chris Hemsworth and Julia Roberts. Now, that's a trio. Beth's going to go with Fran Tarkenton and Bruce Springsteen. I don't know who Fran Tarkenton is, I've got to be honest with you. Let's put it out to the gallery. Charlotte? Leonardo DiCaprio. Love that idea. Erin? Should I go with Heath Ledger there? If you had to pick one, Craig, who would it be?
Probably. It's between Celine Dion and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnston.
Okay, well, I mean, because they're so similar, aren't they?
Very. Very.
I love Craig's diverse taste in absolutely everything. Mine would be Shirley Bassey, I think. Yeah, exactly. Who is that, Erin? No. Shirley Bassey is a very, very famous singer in the UK. Is Shirley Bassey not famous in the US? Wow, she sings Hey Big Spender. I've got a whole education for you, Erin, if you don't know who she is. I look forward to that. Mary Kay Noel as well says, I see this card as a cover for a journal. Great idea. Just maybe leaving off that birthday sentiment. Absolutely. There's loads of things you can do. All of that, of course, coming up in our later Cartload show. Double discount Cartload as well at that, which is fantastic. Now, I've got so caught up with all of the autograph chat, I can't actually remember what I'm meant to be next. So, which is brilliant. Oh, we go into the next demo. Fantastic. I'm in a bit of a giddy mood today. I don't know if you have realised, but yes. And you've got me for the last show of the day, Craig, so that's going to be lovely for you.
I do indeed. So that's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun, of course, being Cartload, which, funny enough, is what we're still following on with right now. And this is where we're now going to move over into some stamping and colouring with this one here. So you're going to see everything just shortly. It's about our tri-blend pens, and this is also about our Lee Holland stamps. So within these ones here, what you're going to be getting is a nice little set if you are a beginner or maybe you want to do it as a gift. Maybe you've not tried tri-blend pens before. This is your tri-blend coastal blends with Nina cardstock, which is just not long back in stock. So to get this part of this collection is phenomenal. And you're going to be getting 2 free Lee Holland stamps, $23.97 here in the UK, $33.50 you guys stateside. You're saving 20%, then an additional 25% as well. But when it comes to the Lee Holland stamp sets, it says 2, but you actually get a multitude of images and sentiments within each set. So this one here, you've got the cute, gorgeously little cute dragon holding the love heart here, but then look at the sentiments that you get included. That's the with love, and then you're also getting the thank you. So you've got the cute dragon. So adorable, isn't it? Really, really is. You can then colour with your choice of colour and mediums, but you've got a variety of different sentiments as well. So of course you could be using the sentiments in conjunction with the stamps, or you may want to start to use them on their own. So that's what you're getting. Let's hopefully inspire you with some of these finished samples as to what you could be doing. Now look at this one here, gone really, really bold with the green and the red here and creating your little concept card. But then maybe go for a lighter tone when it comes to the red and the pastel, using your die cut dies to then start to die cut them out. But then I love this one as well. So
I love the heart. It's cool, isn't it? I think you could really grunge this one up a bit, the heart one, Craig.
Sorry, Joe,
you could really grunge it up a bit if you wanted to.
You can. You can go in any way, any aspect that you want to when it comes to the heart. Now, another one here, but this one is being with the gift here. Now, with it being a gift, this could be Christmas time if you wanted to.
Johnny would love that card because he's a Manchester United supporter and their nickname is the Red Devils, Craig.
Is it?
You could give him that for his birthday, yeah.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that that was the case. But then see even the difference. So this one is lovely, but keeping it very simple when it comes to the colouring. But if you love to do your blending, your shading and getting all these fine lines coming in with the image, you can absolutely do that. I'll show you just a couple more. Look at this one here. This will be the last one. So big cards, small cards, DL cards. Yesterday we were talking about how slimline cards and how our centerpiece dies are, you know, it was just absolutely phenomenal and how much you've loved them. Use these with the DL cards as well. So what I'm going to do, actually, do you know what I'm going to say as well? While I set this one up, as Joe mentioned earlier, because you can watch everything back on Crafters TV, our website, or I would always say the best place is YouTube because then you can subscribe. What I would say is if you've not had a chance to see the centerpiece dies, they were awesome, Joe, weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely awesome. We're getting a lot of. I think Shirley Bassey must be partially famous in the States because some of our US viewers, Anne, who's in Connecticut, said, "Didn't Shirley Bassey sing Goldfinger for the movie?" She did.
She did,
along a load of other songs. I'm getting a lot of people letting me know their favourite Shirley Bassey songs as well, which is very pleasing, Craig, for me. This one coming from Rosalind. Autograph she'd like. Here's a mixed bag for you. Michelle Obama, Craig David, and Sting. There we are. What a trio they are. Remember, of course, loads coming up for you in Cartload. We've really got a lot in the wake-up call today, haven't we, Craig? You know that it's a good deal packed day coming up when we've got so many deals featured in Wake Up Call.
Yes, so many. And I was kind of, I think this is the one wake-up call where we've had the most amount of demos because I could not, I simply couldn't take anything out. I was like, no, we need to show that, we need to show that, we need to show that. So yeah, so we've got a lot of them, and I want to get a bit of stamping in, hence why we've got this collection here.
Maybe this would be a good time for us to put a little bit of peer pressure on Erin while she's here as well, Craig, because I think myself and some of the other experts and some of the viewers are coming to the conclusion, now that we do more demos in Wake Up Call, maybe Craig, it's slightly unfair that we don't get a demo of the show in Wake Up Call to go into the demo of the day. So whilst we've got Big Best Boss Erin here, we could maybe, see if we could make that happen. What do you think?
Well, I'm always up for that one. As I've said before when you've mentioned it, I am keeping out of this one here.
Yeah.
The decision
Erin
is up
says
to
she's
you guys.
unsure. She thinks maybe not. So maybe if you'd like to, would you like to see one of Craig's creations go into demo of the show, demo of the day? If you would, let me know in the comments. Say yes or say no. Let me know. We're going to see if we can... no, Erin says it can happen. I'm just winding Erin up. It's going to happen. Right, from here on in then, Craig, we get a demo of the show in Wake Up Call.
Awesome.
Sorted. Boom.
What a day to start, isn't it? What a day to start. Now what I've done is I've stamped out the dragon here. So this one here was the thank you. Now I'm going to do a very slight bit of colouring because I'm going to be having a look at these a lot more when it comes to Cartload. So what I'm going to do with the green turquoise on this one here, I'm going to start to colour in with the lightest shade. And I'm not obviously going to spend a lot of time talking about the tri-blend pens as such, Joe. We have oodles and oodles and oodles.
I love that word. I love the word. I love it when you say it.
You like it when I say
oodles, it? Swirls, wheelie bin.
Wheelie bin.
What else? We need to get Ben to write us a song with all of the words that we like you saying in it. Can you imagine? That would be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be fun.
I'm on board with that.
It'd be interesting to see what you'd come up with.
Absolutely. Loads of autographs. I mean, Marcia would like the late Freddie Mercury's. Pamela Evans, she's being a bit suggestive. She says, maybe when I was younger I would have wanted an autograph of Def Leppard, but I'd rather have a photograph. Wink, 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 is what she says. So I've never seen a picture of Def Leppard, so I couldn't comment, Craig.
Who is
I know who they are, but I couldn't tell you what they look like. I mean, Def Leppard could walk up to me in the street and slap me with a wet fish and I wouldn't know who they were, to be honest.
I can't say I recognise the name.
Def Leppard.
What's it called?
Did they sing? No, that's Motorhead I'm thinking of. Ace of Spades.
What they called, sorry?
Def Leppard. D-E-F. Def Leppard. Pour Some Sugar on Me, they sing. That's a great song.
Def Leppard? No. Is there not another group or band?
I love that you're just like denying they ever existed. No, they're not a thing.
No. I'm not saying they're not a thing. I'm just saying that no, I've not heard of them before.
Wow, Craig, we clearly need some. We'll educate you. I'll get we'll get some tunes on in the break, and we'll rediscover Def Leppard together. How about that?
Yeah, do that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, do that.
I think I've got a picture of Def Leppard coming through right now.
Is there another group or band with leopard or leopard in their name?
They're very. There's a lot of tight perms going on in Def Leppard, is what I would say. Definitely 2 tight perms and a demi-wave, I'd say, out of the 3. Yeah, very. I guess they were 70s or 80s. Yeah. Okay, there we are.
Maybe when I hear the songs, I'll be like, oh yeah. Is it like heavy metal? No. Okay, no.
No, I think we just need to move on.
Yeah, I think we've established that.
That looks beautiful, Craig.
Not knowing. Yeah, colouring in, this one being the green turquoise, and I'm going in with the lightest shade. So, a wee minute ago, I was away to say, although I'm not going to spend time obviously talking about the tri-blends, if you go across once again to either our website or the best place, of course, is always YouTube, and you can go back and you can look at so many hours of footage and shows that you can go back and have a look, have a watch, and learn all the different techniques from all of our colouring.
Sandra just said some good ones for you. Murder, Curly Whirly, and Burger King. Can you say those 3 for us, Craig?
Murder.
Yeah.
Curly Whirly.
Yeah.
Burger King.
I love it. I absolutely love it. You've got a fantastic accent, Craig. You really have.
It's funny. I get that more and more now. This will be coming up to 2 years since I've moved here. And if I go into a shop, which obviously we're starting to be able to do more and more now, and I'll start to, speak or say thanks or whatever, and I'll get, oh my God, I love your accent. Whereabout are you from? So yeah, it is. I get that more and more when it comes to living here. Do
people back home think your accent's softened since you've moved here, Craig?
To be honest, I've hardly been home that much, certainly in the last 18 months anyway. I've not noticed it, or they've not said that more of the local twang is coming out into my daily chatting. I do say words a wee bit more, things like canny and stuff like that.
Right, yeah.
You know where you've been.
The colloquialisms.
Yes, yeah. So maybe over time more and more words and the ways that I say things will pop out. Carry on colouring, keep going until you're happy with the result. Obviously I would do a wee bit more on the head there, but look at the body. That was simply 1 pen that I used the 3-tone blend when it comes to the body of that one there. But that's 1 of 2 stamps which you're getting within the cartload set. Remember, cartload later on is all about my double discounts. This one being the tri-blend coastal blend with Nina cardstock, 2 free Lee Holland stamps as well, $23.97 or $33.50, saving 20%, and then you're getting another 25% as well when it comes to that one there. Right, what else has everyone else been saying, Joe?
There's a lot of love for Erin in the comments because Val says, thank you, Erin. Craig is a skilled demonstrator and he deserves to go into the card of the day. So I'm really glad that we sort of sprung it on Erin. We were a bit gang-handed there with her, really, weren't we? Safety in numbers and all that. Marion Lee says, hooray, the Hottie Scotty is now one of the elite and can have a demo of the show in the weekly competition. Hooray, hooray. So much love. The autograph chatter is still going on as well. Alicia says she would love the autographs of Prince, Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston. What a holy trinity of singers that is right there. Keep getting your comments in. Any questions that you've got whatsoever, please get them across to me. I'll pop them across to the Hottie Scotty himself as well. Who wants this one? Debbie wants you to say purple burglar alarm.
Nettie was wanting to say that.
Yeah, purple burglar alarm.
Okay. Purple burglar alarm.
Maybe Craig could wear a kilt to celebrate having cards in the competition from Wake Up Call, says Sandra.
I may see if I can get tartan trousers someday. You don't want to see me in a kilt.
Oh, I'd love to wear a kilt.
Would you?
Especially in June. Oh, it'd be lovely and breezy, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Be fantastic. Right, anyway, we've got so much to squeeze in, Craig. I need to stop nattering.
I know.
Craig just disappeared. There you did. I'd love to see. Just shows what happened. I went to throw back to Craig, and Craig was, this is where he was when I threw back to him.
And then I shot up.
It's gone. There he is.
I was just tidying things away as I was going. Yes, we have got our left fold alphabets coming up next, Joe. Now, if you've seen us yesterday, and we had our eclipse stamps and dies. Remember how I said that I use the eclipse as normal alphabet? Well, I do the same with these left fold alphabets that you can see here. This one here is your full collection with 93 elements. So you have got your dies and your numbers that once you die cut them out, they actually stay in place on the left side, hence the name left fold alphabet. And then you get the dimensional look when it comes to these ones here. $36.72 or $48.97. With it being cartload, you're saving 30%. And you're saving another 30% as well. So very, very quickly, let's show you, I'm going to show you the numbers. So this is where the die cut, and you've got the left hand side that stays in place. What I'm going to do, because he's been lying flat, use my pokey tool. So that works all the way along, whereas they open up on the left side. That does the same for all of them, but by simply snipping down the score line, you've got good sizable numbers or alphabets. You do have the full alphabet as well, but then what you've got is you've got your stamp sets that's working in conjunction with these ones here. So you can create your backgrounds if you want, or you might want to use them on their own. You've got your banners with your sentiments, and then on this one here, you can see how you've got your balloons, you've got your birthday cakes, and additional sentiments as well to work in conjunction with them. But the things that you can do is simply quite, really, really wow. It gives you the wow factor. And the fact of, within this one here, a birthday cake, Joe, and we've used the actual cupcakes in replace of the A. So that works well, and of course they do all open up on the left-hand side.
Oh, I love those glossy balloons on there.
It's nice, isn't it? Little bit of glossy accents that you can see on here. What you can do, if you don't happen to have glossy accents, you can use our tacky glue instead. Now, it won't dry crystal clear, but it will dry relatively clear. Yes, so you can do that, no problem whatsoever. Then you've got a 90th card here, but you could do 92, you could do 87. You can do whichever ones that you so wish. Then look at this one, Joe. Halloween.
Oh, I love that.
How smart is that one there?
That's really good.
So Halloween cards, if you're going to send them out, maybe, fingers crossed, we will be able to do Halloween parties this year. So you can do invites, but then you can do your son, you can do dad, brother, sister, mum, whatever you like. Or, although this is a birthday, it could be a baby girl or a baby boy. You can then do Mr. and Mrs. Or of course you can do Mr. and Mr. or Mrs. and Mrs. And you can do the time, the date, anything like that. And then what about these funky little stopper cards for a new home?
Cute.
How well does that work together?
Really cute.
So all of them are from your left fold. And what's good is because they are sizable, it means that they are actually the focal point of your card. So if you're never sure of a topper to use or an image to use, just the sentiment alone, that's what's going to work a treat when it comes to these sorts of cards, Joe.
Awesome. Wendy says she loves the way that you say swirls, Craig, as I know a lot of our viewers do.
Swirls?
Yeah, because it sounds like squirrels, that's why.
Squirrels.
And Alicia says, Craig and Joe have handsome voices. Very soothing. Nice. Maybe we need to get our own sort of radio show or podcast, Craig.
Podcast, yeah.
Could be good.
I'd be up for a podcast.
Would you?
Yeah,
what would it be about?
I think it would be I would need to be, and don't panic when I say this, when I say like a no holds barred one, you know, I wouldn't be just daily, nothing.
I'm not sure.
I don't mean, yeah, obviously anything, but anything like that. I just mean,
making me nervous.
Instead of going through a letter, we're going to talk about this, it's just me and you sit down, chat, and see what comes out. You know, you never know. I don't think we'll need a mute button. I think we'll need a bleep button for some of the things.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm going to veto it.
Oh, no.
I just think for our sakes.
I do think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I might just do one myself. Sit in my craft room and just chat to no one.
When's your next Facebook Live?
I don't know if I can say it. I kind of gave you a tease. There may be another launch next week.
I thought that was really hilarious, but no one laughed in the gallery when I said that.
What do you mean?
He said, maybe I'll do one on my own. Maybe I'll just sit on my own in my craft room and talk to everyone. And then I said, when's your next Facebook Live? That was funny, guys. Come on, give me some credit here. No.
Is he? So apparently I talk rubbish on my Facebook Live.
I didn't say that.
No, Charlotte did. Well, Charlotte needed the bleep button there. But don't apologise to me. Don't apologise to me, Charlotte. You potty mouth.
Oh, all the wheels have come off. 25 minutes ago, Craig.
Here we go. Now, I've taken one of our pattern paper and I've used the number 3 for this one, Joe. And as you can see, it has your left fold side into place here. Nice. But what I'm going to do is let's bring in a couple of our stamps and we can then do, let's go for, what will we do? Let's go for birthday. Yeah, let's go for birthday.
Teresa's got these, Craig, and she says she uses them much more than she thought she would. I think they just give you such a distinctive modern style, don't they? I can't think of anything else that we've done since I've been here that's anything like these.
No, I'd agree with you on that side because, yeah, lots of different things that you can do with them and lots of different ways in which you can start to incorporate them when it comes to simple cards. Or, of course, you know, you can go all out and you can go big. For instance, if you are very lucky to have the Ultimate Pro, now can you imagine the big projects that you can do? You could literally do A3 size banners or that with them if you wanted to. So there really is endless possibilities.
Absolutely, so much here. I know lots of you own these and have them already. Make sure you send us pictures a little later when you join us in our cartload show, which will be me and you. We are the, oh no, hang on, let me get this right. Debbie Robinson is the filling to our crafty sandwich today, isn't she? She is indeed. She's popping in the middle to do a craft along with that chinoiserie collection. She's very excited, Craig. She is. We were messaging this morning, funny enough, and she was saying how excited she was about this craft along. I'm not surprised though. I think we're all envious that she gets to do the chinoiserie collection for the craft along. I mean, I thought we were going to have some sort of, it was like the Hunger Games out here trying to decide who was going to do it. She is doing it, and if you want to find what you need to craft along with you, you'll find all the details over on our social media. So go check that out after this show. Get your bits and bobs gathered together because you'll have an hour and a half to get ready for that craft along. Very, very excited. And we've got a special guest on that show as well. The lovely Susie T is going to be joining us. So it'll be lovely to see Susie again. Oh, that'll be fab, yeah. Oh, was that the same Susie from the other day? Susie T from New Orleans, I believe. Ah, how talented was she? So talented. So talented. Both her and Jenny that was on Monday Makers. Incredible, incredible talent. And a very well-stocked, very well-organised craft room, which you'll see at 3 p.m. today. You will indeed. That will be my afternoon sorted, because after wake-up call, I'm going to nip home and do a few last-minute bits of prep when it comes to cartloads. So I'm going to put the 2 years on, craft away, and see what you all come up with. See what we're getting up to. Absolutely. Make sure you do join us for that later as well. I know so many people have the chinoiserie collection, so I'm really excited to see what everyone crafts up during that show.
Yeah, for sure. And actually, to go on that point you said a minute ago, Joe, about Debbie and social media, please do go across on all of our social media sites, not just Crafters Companion, but all of us. If you go into the search, both Instagram and Facebook, majority of us are our first name and surname with CC at the end. I think Leanne and Fiona are the only two that slightly differ, but just put their full name in and we pop up, because we are, well, you know me, I'm never off social media, but we're all doing lots more sneak peeks and little, you know, Insta posts, Facebook posts, just to show you what's coming up in that. So it really is worthwhile going across. I like to do little personal giveaways. And what I mean by that, because someone said to me the other week, what do you mean by a personal giveaway? What I mean is, that
sounds funny. That does sound funny.
Yeah.
Really,
yeah.
when you think about it, it sounds hilarious.
What I mean by that is when we do giveaways, obviously Taylor and the social team, they deal with it. But every now and again, I'll do giveaways with cards or that I've made, and it's myself that actually physically post them out, you know, to whoever wins them. And you can either win or send your, you know, because some people don't want to send their address, which is fine. And those you can send to our social team if you so want. But that's what I mean by personal giveaways when it comes to these ones. So do always check out all of our pages.
Absolutely. We're ticking a new country off the list, Craig. Lydia has just said hello from Moscow, everyone. So yes, we're adding Russia to the list of countries where we have viewers joining us from. I mean, world domination is the way we're heading, Craig, I think.
We really are. It's to see the states, you know, the countries, just everywhere from all over the globe, that you can then take all of your...
Literally from Australia to Russia to, we have views in Thailand, Guam, Trinidad, all of the states. We're all over the place.
We are indeed. We're all over the D. So, because there's so many, just all over the globe. Literally all over the globe.
Taylor assures me as well that Jenny will be joining us again for an upcoming craft along as well, Craig. So we'll be getting Jenny back on at some point in the future.
That's so good. And hopefully with both Susie and Jenny, hopefully it puts all of you at home at relax to see how much that they enjoyed it. So for, you know, future, please do get in contact and be part of upcoming shows. Well, throughout the day, I know we'll tell you how you can do that.
Absolutely. And if you want to get involved with any of our shows, we've got a dedicated email address for you as well. It's crafterstvguest@crafterscompanion.co.uk. Details there along the bottom of the screen. Tell us a bit about yourself. Come and get involved. We're a friendly bunch, aren't we, Craig?
We are. We really are. And do you know what I absolutely love and adore about all of you at home is the fact of, let's take Jenny, for instance, Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend, and she spent her, well, part of what was her morning with us doing the craft along, and then she spent the rest of the day with the family. So it just goes to show how much support that you all give us by, you know, it's a special day, you know, for whatever reason, and you still spend it with us, and that really is lovely to know and see.
It really is.
We love it.
Liz has been trying to find you on Facebook, Craig.
Rightio, so Liz has had a little bit difficulty finding me on Facebook. So here we go, so both Facebook and Instagram, you can see right along the bottom there. So just type in Craig Laird CC and you will see my, my face pop up, and you will see soon some brand new pictures of many of us. We've been having new pictures taken now that we are out of the main kind of
we may have even had a, well, go over to, I posted on my Facebook page a little bit of a behind the scenes, Craig, didn't I, from our, we had a few photos together today, which was loads of fun. It was very cheesy and we laughed at each other a lot, in a sort of slightly funny yet awkward kind of way. It's great. It
was really fun. And it's because, as I say, a lot of us were getting, we'd call it new headshots, but because with Wake Up Call Joe, I'm with you, or Ben, or Becky. What we've done, when the lovely Jade, who takes our pictures, because I've been about when all of you've got your photos taken, we've managed to get a few taken, one with or a few with me and you. There's a few with me and Ben, and also myself and Becky. So we can promote the wake-up call even more to let you know who's going to be joining us. So that's going to be fun to see. But while I've just been rabbiting on here, what I've done is I've used the die to cut out another number 3 into glitter card, and down the fold I snipped it out, layered it back on, and I've stamped happy and the RD. So we've got happy 3rd birthday, and I've created a little easel card using our nesting dies, and then you can see how well that looks. Now, can you imagine a style like that with a chinoiserie collection, or maybe just your plain cardstock, maybe your everlasting memories with the hunky-dory, all these different things that you can absolutely do. But that, of course, is part of the Left Fold Alphabet collection, where you get 93 elements in total, the stamps and the dies, 36.72 here in the UK. For you guys stateside, 48.97. You're saving 30%. Plus an additional 30% as well. Of course, if you are across in Europe, then you guys will go to crafterscompanion.eu. Isn't that right?
.eu, as I like to say.
Jimmy.
Absolutely. I want to tell you about another fantastic deal that's coming up for you in our later cartload show. Shall I read them to you in Spanish?
Yes.
I think I should. Cuna plastica, which is this one just here. I hope I said that right. Your plastic shim, you get one of those, and then you get 2 of your placa transparente de cortar. I'm not so good at that one, which is your clear cutting plate. 2 of the clear cutting plates and the plastic shim, essentially, which are the 3 that you're probably going to burn through the fastest. I mean, they last you a good while, but when it does come to replace them, these are the ones that generally would need replacing first. So a great chance to get stocked up on those. Details there on your screen, 2037 or 3049. If you've got a junior, then you can also go for the junior option as well. Different price for you, $15.61 or $18.93 if you want to get your hands on those ones just there, which is brilliant. Shaz has got a question for you, Craig. She says, with the inks you use on the show, what is the best cardstock for stamping and blending, please?
Rightio. So when it comes to blending, then you're going to use your water reactive ink pads. So within these ones here, you're going to be using your smooth white stamping card to blend over. But because they're water reactive, if you want to do watering techniques for bleaching effect, what you're going to do is use them onto watercolor card. If then, of course, you're going to be stamping to colour in with your alcohol pens, then that's where you're going to want your Nina cardstock for your classics as well as your tri-blends. But use your white smooth stamping card for blending your water reactive ink pads, or of course, if you want to do your water techniques like your spritzing, do your watercolour card. When it comes to quick dry, still also use your white smooth stamping card if that is where you're wanting to layer the bases of the colours.
Awesome. I hope that answers your question, Shaz. Any other questions you've got, as always, get them in. A lot of love for that last card, also from Teresa and from Lydia as well. Right. I mean, well, do you know what, Craig? We best do the inaugural demo of the show, hadn't we? We should. The first. I think we should do it. What do you think, Erin? I reckon. Let's see what he's made and let's get voting. How exciting, Craig.
It's really exciting, isn't it?
It really is. So you guys are going to get to vote over on Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion on YouTube. Yeah. I can see Craig soaring to the top of the leaderboard within a few weeks after this, you know. Maybe there's going to be trouble, Craig.
Maybe. Hopefully not too much trouble. So we've got number 1, which was from Chinoiserie collection here. Then we had number 2, which was from Hunky Dory Crafts, that we can see here, Everlasting Memories. Then we did have, well, will we include that? Partly demo. Yeah.
I mean, it won't win, but let's put it in anyway.
Thanks, Erin. Love you too. You've got number 3, which is from our Lee Holland Tri-Blend set. And then number 4, we have got our Left Fold Alphabet, where we've done a lovely little easel card that we can see here.
Awesome. So, let us know in the comments, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You've got what? Let's say 5 minutes to vote, and then we'll announce the winner, and then that will go into the card of the day, which will be very, very exciting, which we'll decide in that later cartload show. So yes, make sure you vote and get your vote in. Lydia says, beautiful chinoiserie paper. I have purchased this paper pad and the embossing folders too. Yes, chinoiserie coming up in that craft along. But how are we going to, what's the last demo of the show today then, Craig?
So we are going to have a look at our foil press. Now, to be more specific, we are going to be looking at our dies. So, well, the foil press stamp and dies. Now, these ones here, so this isn't going to be a full-on demo. I'm just waiting on my foil press to heat up. But what these ones are, so this one, there we go, thank you very much, perfect timing. Love it when that happens.
Was that, is that someone's phone? Is someone trying to find their phone? It's a very, you sound like Julia's phone, didn't it?
No, on this occasion it was my foil press, just
cool.
beeping to say that it's ready. Now this one, Joe, this centre one, this actually is the foil. So this is what foils on your foil press. But then you've got your outline dies and your inner die as well. So you can cut in, you can cut out. So this is where you can create your frames, you can create your shakers, your aperture. You can absolutely do that one there. But then what we've also got, I think actually, Charlotte, could we go to the bigger picture of the products? The pack shot. You'll be able to just shows you a bit better than me because my packets are looking a bit.
You got tatty
well
packets.
Used. Sorry?
You got tatty packets.
Tacky packets.
Tatty packets.
Tatty packets. I do indeed. So this is where you're getting the one that I just showed you on the bottom left-hand side. But this is where, in altogether, is your Stampin' Cut foil press die collection with 11 elements. 33.29 or 38.73. Everyone is, well, you'll be saving 15% plus 20%. And the ones that you seen on the side there a moment ago, they're dark grey, they're butterflies and dragonflies, which means they are going to die cut at the same time as foiling. Now, all going well when it comes to cartload, if they're still in stock, we'll show you them later on. But within this one here, I just want to show you how you can foil with them and then we can run them through and how they're going to easily die cut. So something this size, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right up to 28 seconds and the same lines as our tri-blend pens. What I would say, Joe, is go back on Crafters TV and watch our past show about the foil press, because this is going to guide you through in more detail the foil press, the layering, the combination, the time, temperature, etc., etc. But what I have done is I've popped it onto my platform that's ready to go. My green light was on. This size I put to 28 seconds. I've pressed start. I like to put my carbon plate over the top, retains the heat, and as that beeps, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm going to be using our rose gold foil. This is our paper craft foil. And I'm going to go in with a bit of black card. What we can do is we can then pop all this one out and I'm going to slide it out. Now,
apparently there's a lot of foil coming our way later as well, Craig.
There is lots. So you maybe got the foil press, you maybe got these ones here. Actually, set of 11 different colours.
11?
11. I know.
Wowzers.
11. So you've maybe already got some, but you want to stock up. You're maybe running out, but you want to stock up. Perfect opportunity. Can you see that impression already onto our gold card?
Beautiful. Absolute perfection, isn't it?
That. Isn't that gorgeous? So then that could be the bottom, you know, but then that could be the top. You know, you could have it at the side if you so wish. But then what you can do is come along and you can die cut it out into the outside, or what you can maybe do is keep it square but use the inner die here, or what you could do is do what I'm doing right now. And
Craig,
then,
just a quick question.
Yeah.
For you. How do we know? Because some of the dies which are foil and cut dies, some of them sort of foil and cut in one foul swoop, don't they? And some have the separate dies. How do we know which ones we can put through the foil press and which ones we can't? Is there any sort of hard and fast rule of thumb?
well, when it comes to foil press stamps, what you will find is the main area, it's like a flat detail. So it's not got raised areas. or raised outline. It's a full-on flat image, which means you're going to get that flat foiling. If you've got any dies to go with it, to cut in or cut out, then they will be normal dies with a die cut edge all the way around. We'll always tell you on the packaging anyway which one's which, but that's the way that you can do it. But if you do go back and have a look at past shows on Crafters TV, I've showed you multiple times how you can use your normal dies, normal die cuts to foil with as well.
Okay.
So always keep that in mind when it comes to the foil press. So we can see here that if I just lined it up that little bit better, but you've got your aperture within here. So this could have been the square card if I only used the center bit, but of course then you can do that full on outline if you so wish. But then what you can also do, let's bring this one back in, and then we're going to go in. What I'm going to do is switch it on, and it should still be on green because it's been ready the full time. I'm going to come right up to, let's go to 50 seconds, and I'm going to lay my foil shiny side down. And then what I'm going to do with this one, let's bring it, we'll do another bit of black card. I usually really like to show you on bright cards anything that we demoed, Joe, but when it comes to something like this, then definitely your black card is going to showcase our dies and our foil press. So what I've done is I've popped my card layer that I want to foil. I'm going to put a shim, so another piece of 300 GSM. I'm going to pop my magnetic shim from my junior, and then I'm going to pop my carbon plate over the top and press start. Now what that's doing is that's bulking out the layers, and then this is enabling you to foil using what is the waste. Because ultimately that sheet is waste, but we're able to use it in a way that you don't have to bin and discard it, and still use the dies to die cut it out if you want. So this is why you get a lot of different options where you come to use your foil press stamps that come within this bundle, Joe.
Awesome, and I can't wait for us to do another foil press 101 together, because we've now got matching shiny shirts. I know.
We do.
Shut the front shiny shirt door. You can see those shiny shirts right now over on my Facebook page as well. So pop over there and have a look. Alicia's got a question for you, Craig.
Yes.
Can I use the foils on thicker materials that can't go through the Gemini?
So what you need to keep in mind is ours are heat activated foil. They're not a cold foil, so they need heat to be fully activated. However, you can still use it, and I've done it. If you use your red liner tape or your low tack tape, you can do a strip along your cardstock and burnish the foil on, peel it off, and you're still going to get that foiled line as well. But you need the foil, you need a heated aspect, in other words, a foil press, to be foiling when it comes to your designs. So that's what you're going to need to foil it, but certain areas such as your double-sided tape or that, to use it as foil strips, you can get away with doing that sort of thing.
Awesome, I hope that answers your question, Alicia. Demo of the show by an absolute landslide, #1, Craig, the Chinoiserie collection. So there you are. That will be going into the card of the day.
In the slightest. Really chuffed with that one. But here we are, so we've now got our waste. I'm going to peel this one off. Now look at that. Now I would, with the foil press and the ability to do this, I would potentially add maybe another 5 seconds on to keep it on that heat that little bit longer. But it goes to show how you're taking your waste and you're then die cutting it. So I can come along with those extra die pieces and start to cut that out if I want as well. So there's never any waste when it comes to, well, these or any of your other foil press Stampin' Dies. But within these ones, these are part of the Stampin' Die foil press collection, where you're getting 11 elements in total. $33.29 or $38.73. It works out that you're saving 15% plus an additional 20% when it comes to this one here. So when it comes to that, that is what is part of the cartload. But as I said earlier on, when it comes to specifically all the cartload deals, do get ahead, if maybe not throughout this show, once me and Joe finish in a minute, get across and check it out, because cartload, it's always a busy day when it comes to the Thursday of a cartload. Here we go. The winner of the show was our chinoiserie demo that we done at the start. So what I'm going to do is, probably not today, maybe tomorrow over the weekend, I'm going to finish it off by tightening up that thread bit and then also do a double-sided insert part. But you can see...
Oh, hang on a minute. Are we... is this allowed? Are you allowed to take a card, one card of the show, and then take it home and, like, add extra bits to it?
I'm happy to do that at the after the week start.
I'm only winding you up. I'm only joking.
So just so you know, I would finish that off, but
okay.
I'm more than happy to do that after the week is over with. Right, oh gosh, that's been another quick day today on Wake Up Call, but it's only just begun, certainly with myself and Joe. So let's have a look and give you a little bit of a reminder as to what to expect throughout today on Crafters TV. Debbie is going to be in with that chinoiserie craft along, so get all your bits and pieces together and join her at 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time. And then I'm going to be back with Joe, where we're going to be having a look at these incredible cartload deals. It's Craig's double discounts. We've got a lot more, not just what I've showed you on Wake Up Call. That, of course, is going to be 7 p.m. here in the UK, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, or 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Thank you so much once again for your company, Joe. As always, thank you so much for coming in and joining me on Wake Up Call. I will see you at the end of the day for Cartload, but enjoy your show with Debbie and Joe. And I will see you for Cartload. Bye.